Hello. We are gathered on Sunday afternoon for our first in-person service at the Peterhead Baptist Church since March of this year. We're all tremendously excited to come together and to worship God in one another's company for the first time in such a long time. But these services are going to be slightly different from what we're used to in church on account of the restrictions that are still in place from the Scottish Government. So I'm just going to want to talk you through what we're going to do, what you're going to find when you come here on Sunday or on subsequent Sundays if you're coming to church. So that you're aware of what to do and you're not fazed by anything that you're faced with. Everyone who comes on Sunday will have to come in through this door, the King Street entrance to church. The door will be propped open. I'm not propping it open just now because I don't want any external traffic noise, but you'll come in. Please pay attention to the signage that you'll find here on the wall, particularly that asking you if you have any COVID symptoms. Reminding you that you need to wear a mask or a face covering in church and to keep a safe distance from those outside of your family or household or extended household. And if you move forward along this corridor, you'll see these markers on the floor which allow us to keep a safe distance from one another. Once we get to the front of this little bit, you'll be invited to use hand sanitizer before you go any further. Please do clean your hands and then step forward where you'll be met by one of our stewards who will take your temperature. Now this is one of the potentially awkward parts of your entrance to church. If your temperature is elevated, you will be asked to go back home because that is a symptom of COVID and we can't risk any outbreak of this virus in the church or associated with the church services. So please don't take offence if that's something that happens. Don't take it out on the stewards, it's not their fault. They're just acting in accordance with the risk assessment that we've had to do in order to allow us to have congregation back in the church. Once you have had your temperature checked, if everything is okay, you will take another step forward. If you have a physical offering, please put it in the box here, which will be on your right, and a second steward will ask your name. If you identify yourselves to those stewards, they will tick you off and they will take you into the sanctuary and direct you towards your seat. Once you've given your details to the steward, you'll either be directed in through this door into the sanctuary or down the corridor that runs alongside the sanctuary and into the back hall area. As you can see, seating is limited so that we don't go above our maximum allotted 50 people, and the seats are arranged so that households and extended households are able to remain socially distant from one another. You will have to sit where you're put, I'm afraid, so there will be no preference of seats in order to keep the foot traffic down that goes past people as they're seated. We will probably have to film from the front and work back in the sanctuary. Once the service is over, we will leave in pretty much the same order that we came into the church. From the sanctuary, instead of leaving through the door that goes into the hub and going back out the King Street exit, you'll be invited to come forward to this corner of the church here, sanitize your hands before leaving and exit through the fire door, which will follow round back onto King Street again, just in order to keep this one-way feel to the people coming into church and going back out of church again. If you're seated in the back hall, then you will come back out down this corridor, but instead of going into the hub area, you will stop here, sanitize your hands again before leaving, and you'll be invited to leave through this fire door, which will take you through the garden and through the gate into the church car park area. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday, or on some Sunday. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch, and we'll hopefully put your fears at rest and give you all the information that you need. Looking forward to seeing you.